It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will make it into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down, 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
30-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Jacobs. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
The score is Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Hoffman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down, 49ers.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hoffman. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time through the air. 51 yards.
That's the end of the first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
And 9 at the 10-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. 49ers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 14, 49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Pick up on the play. And a 49er first down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hoffman. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hoffman, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick here is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Pass intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that rests. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Garoppolo's
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Intended for Philip.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He was brought down by
defensively. Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Quan.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. D Ford able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. Like 20. 12, fellas, here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The extra point is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the... And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Tight door. Alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers.
Number 11.
Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Is good.
And he knocks it through.
The score, Niners 38, Seahawks 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Wilson will throw again. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And look who, the former Seahawk 1st-round pick, Bruce Irvin, able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's got Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hoffman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Taken down by
the good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big